Hello everyone, good evening and good morning. Thanks for joining. I'll just start the session. Maybe you can switch on your videos if you would like. Otherwise, I'll share the screen to kickstart the session. Silji, you are able to hear me, right? Thumbs up? Thumbs up. Yes. Yes. So today we are going to talk about emotions and weight gain and the hidden link, like decoding the emotional roots of the stubborn fat, right? So how does the emotions play on us? We will look at it. So how do you feel today? Have you ever eaten when you were not hungry? And that's not a food problem. It's an emotional intelligence problem in that case. And 95% of the people who lost weight, they will gain back within 1 to 5 years. And it is written, I mean, it was proven many times. So what is the reason for that? Because they have learned how to reduce the weight when a coach is available, and they have reduced very well following some food habits. But later on, they didn't learn how to manage their emotions. So that is causing the issue for them. So it is like winning a lottery, losing some 10 kilo or 30 kilo is winning a lottery. And after that, they don't know how to manage the money. I mean, they don't have a pattern developed. They have their old patterns, and that's how they lose all the money. In the same way, the weight they lost they will gain back because they don't have developed emotional patterns. So here are some examples of emotions. We do eat not only because of the hunger. We do eat because we are feeling emotional. So we eat when we are sad, tired, sick. We eat when we are, try to digest these feelings. Recollect when have you eaten last time when you have this feeling. When you eat when you are bored, when you are feeling slow to make you fast. You eat or you take some drink. I mean, say this coffee you take to feel fast, and you eat when you are calm, when you are happy, when you are focused. Even if you are feeling okay, you want to eat something. And when you are excited, anxious, nervous, frustrated, confused, you want to eat. And even when you are angry, you want to eat because you want to you want to show to everyone that you are angry. That's why you eat more spicy food. And when you're scared, you want to eat. When you're panic, you eat. And when you want to yell, instead of yelling, you start eating that much quantity of food. And when you are not in control, you tend to eat. So what it all shows, you are eating less because of the hunger, and you are eating more because of the emotions. But you are feeding your emotions. That's why they say food is emotion, right? So I mean, why is it a problem? See, when you are stressed out, you crave for food because to console you when there is no anyone, when there is none of them around you. What you tend to feel is like, I want to eat food because that consoles you, that comforts you. That is called emotional eating, and you gain weight. And when you gain weight again, you feel guilty. And suppose you increase three kilos or 4 kilos, and by looking at that, you feel guilty, and you tend to eat more, and you come back to 10 kgs, whatever you have reduced, you gain back. So that is the problem. That's why it is very important to manage the emotions. So what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is just understanding yourself and regulating yourself and regulating your emotions as well as the emotions of the people around you in your home, in social setup. So that's what is, and they have five pillars in the emotional intelligence, that is self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social awareness. We'll look into them, how they are important in managing your weight. So when you have low self-awareness, you tend to eat more because you give the name for every emotion. You only give the name of hunger, and you start eating more. That is because you are not aware which emotion is playing on you. So that is because of the low self-awareness and low self-regulation. So it is impulsive eating. Some people, they say, right, I don't have control, brother, over the food. I mean, I'm very I don't I never be able to control myself. I have weakness for the food. I'm a foodie. All these people, they're saying they don't have a regulation, they have a low self regulation and poor motivation. Some people say any program they start, any diet program they start, they are consistent for 2 3 days, and remaining 2 days or remaining 3 days, they are not consistent. So out of 7 days, they do only 3 4 days. So that is because of lack of motivation and low empathy. So whoever are not empathize with self, they go into self isolation and they start eating more, like binge eating, like binge watching. So this is the problem with this low emotional quotient, low emotional intelligence. So if you have developed some sort of emotional intelligence, then when you are more self-aware, then you say, instead of saying I have eaten because of hunger, you say I feel bored. That's why I want to eat chips, not hunger. You are very clear about it. And when you have self-regulation, when you have developed this, you say, I mean, you stick to your walk plan even after a bad day instead of binge eating. So instead of depending on sugar laddus, after a tired day, you just go and sleep for some time. So, and motivation. So instead of saying I missed work, whenever you missed workout, you will bounce back for the tomorrow. Not like you will be in guilt mode and you will not do another 6 days. No, when you have a motivation, you bounce back within the next day. And empathy, when people around you are empathizing with you, they say she eats late night, not because of laziness, but they understand it is because of her loneliness, and they show more empathy towards you. And social awareness, the fifth component of the emotional intelligence is social awareness, right? So you will be able to communicate the boundaries with the family. I need 30 minutes of walk. You tell to your husband and your wife and your children and parents, every parents in life, everyone knows that this 30 minutes is for her to go for walk. And even if you have scheduled some time for meditation, everyone in your family knows this is a 15 minutes meditation time for them, and we should not disturb them. This is about social awareness. And how to build this emotional intelligence? We are not born with the skills, right? Sometimes we have to learn them if we are lacking them. So journaling the emotions before meals helps it. Before I eat, every time I take a pen and paper and say, am I really hunger now? I mean, what are the emotions that are playing on me? I'll note down one, two, three emotions: primary emotion, secondary emotion, tertiary emotion. Sometimes there may be three, four emotions playing at the same time. And taking 5 seconds pauses before you catch some food. The moment you feel hunger and before you grab to the food, taking the 5 seconds pauses and asking this question: Am I really hungry? Am I really hungry? And taking deep breathing or walking or snacking. If your mind says that you are hungry, just taking a break and going downstairs, going to the first floor. If you're in the second floor, going to the first floor, or going to the park in the society and taking three long breaths, that will help you. And building the emotional support systems. If any of the above are not working for you, then what you can do, you can have a accountability partner within your home. It could be your spouse, or it could be your coach also. If you hired a fitness coach or a wellness coach, you can be dependent on them. Dependency here is not a weakness, it is to strengthen you. You always gain strength when you say to your accountability partner that I am not able to stick to this particular thing at this point of time. So that gives you strength. And see, can we say obesity is a sign of emotional weakness? All the people who are overweight or who gain 10 kilo, 20 kilo, or 30 kilo, or obese, who are obese, they are all have low emotional intelligence. They're very weak. Can we say this? No, we cannot say that, because overweight people are not emotionally weak. They are very well excelling in other areas of life. They're caring mothers, they are caring fathers, and they're very disciplined in their work. They're hardworking, and sometimes emotional overload. They're not emotionally weak, but they're overloaded with a lot of emotions and a lot of work. For example, spouses take care of everything in the family. They put every one of the other family members in the first place, and they put them in the back step. So they are overloaded, not weak. And actually, many of them are emotionally strong. If you look at especially women in the home, they are very good emotionally intelligent people. They take care of everything at home. So they are even stronger than even men sometimes. So obesity is not a sign of emotional weakness, it is contextual. They're whatever they're wherever they display the strength. For example, they display the strength in office setup, in the home setup. Same strength they have to apply for themselves, and that strength gives them the emotional intelligence even when it comes to food also. And so I'll give you some 10 emotional intelligence habits for developing this emotional intelligence when it comes to food. So before you start eating, just pause for 5 seconds and ask this question. Am I really hungry? What emotions are playing on me? Just ask this question, and keep a food plus mood general. So every time you eat, this is not for one day. This is not for 2 days. Maintain this for a week. Just maintain this for a week, and next week you will see tremendous changes in your emotional intelligence when it comes to food. Just write the food you're thinking of eating, and write the mood. What is your primary mood that time, secondary mood, tertiary mood that time? This will give lot of self-awareness and emotional insight on yourself. And practice emotional check-ins. So in between the day, let 5 times, 6 times in 24 hours, ask yourself, keep some emotional checks, keep some alarm, and check how I'm feeling now. Just write down in the log and label your emotions accurately. See, emotionally less intelligent people, they always say, "How are you feeling?" I'm feeling good. I'm feeling bad. Instead of that, name the emotion. What do you mean by bad? Am I angry or sad or feeling irritated? I was feeling anxious. Anxiety is there, or I'm feeling apathy. I'm feeling lonely. So try to name the emotion when you are writing down. Label your emotion accurately. That increases your self-awareness, and it helps you to regulate yourself very well. Create an emotional first aid kit. What is emotional first aid kit? So I know the breakdown may happen. Write down your strengths and weaknesses. At certain point of time, you will understand it after writing the journals. This is my weakness point, and what is my first aid? So whenever I tend to eat something, I'll just go for a walk. I go downstairs. You try. I mean, first I can try this. I'll take long breaths, 3 long breaths, and ask myself, am I really hungry? If your mind says yes, you are hungry, then again you close your eyes and take a long breath 3 times. Like you can do box breathing, 3 count breathe in, 3 count breathe hold, and 3 count breathe out. When you do this, after doing this, you can have a sip of water or have a glass of water, and again ask yourself, am I really hungry? And And if this tool is not working, you can try some other tool. Next time you can just go for a small walk. I mean, go to the downstairs and come to the upstairs. Meanwhile, you will just understand your emotion, and you don't have impulsive eating. So that is very good tool. And even you can make a phone call to your family members. So these are some of the tools that you can utilize. And set small emotional driven goals. See, whenever we talk about the goals, we always keep this goal of reducing 5 kilos. I reduced 5 kilos in last 5 weeks. Instead of that, put some emotionally driven goals. What are those? In the last 5 weeks, these are the 7 incidents I was able to understand my emotion, and I have overcome the situation instead of indulging in the emotional eating. So isn't it a great goal to have? Noticing yourself in last 5 weeks and understand how many times you were emotionally feeling to eat, but you have overcome that. So that is a great goal. And track non-scale victories. It is not always about, inches or weight. It could be your depth of sleep is increased. You're feeling energetic, and you have stopped eating. You have stopped binge eating. So these are all non-scale victories. And reframe failures as feedback. And suppose I have taken, let's say, no sugar challenge. So, on a given day, for example, I have failed it. Let's say I have eaten because of the over tiredness or somewhat, I have eaten some laddus. Then instead of taking it as a failure and saying I am a failure in my life, I cannot do it, I cannot ever do it for next 3 months. Instead of saying that, take it as a feedback mechanism. So, okay, ask this question, what were my feelings at that time? Am I really hungry? Was I really hungry, or just I was tired? So if, okay, let's say I am tired. And at that moment, what else can you do instead of eating? Take the feedback mechanism. What are the other emotions that played on you? When you have this feedback mechanism, next time, whenever the situation comes, now you know what to do. Because you can go for a walk, small walk, and you can talk to your family members. Or if none of that is working, building emotional support systems. Now you have a spouse to talk when you are tired, when you have a coach to talk. Just call the coach and just say, see, having a coach is one thing, and activating that coach relationship is one thing. Just having a coach isolated, I mean, once in a week talking, even though you have this emotional eating problems, that is not going to help. You're just wasting your time and wasting even coach's time. Just call them and say them. When you share everything, you're going to gain the strength. Remember, many people, they think if they tell about their weakness to someone, even to the accountability partner, they feel they become weak. No, no, not that. Instead, you're gaining a lot of strength by overcoming that problem. You are becoming healthy, you are becoming fit, and everyone in the family can rely on you because you are healthy and fit. So you're gaining strength. And for the first time, you might have done that. And the next time, you don't need a accountability partner because you have overcome that and you have shown it. And practice self-compassion. This is another tool you can use. Whenever you feel like eating something, or you have a weakness for a tea or a coffee, or even for some food, you can develop this self-compassion. Instead of criticizing you, you develop a relationship with yourself. There is an inner child in you. For example, there is one guy, Raj, and Raj has two personalities in him. One is elder Raj, and another one is a child Raj. So whenever the inner child always says, "Eat this ice cream, eat this chocolate." So instead of reprimanding that inner child, "No, no, no, you won't get it. I'll beat you." Instead of saying that, "Hey Raj, I understand you want to eat. Empathize with them. I'm not denying this ice cream for now. I don't deny this. I'm just delaying it for 2 more days. Anyhow, some cheat meal is coming for you in 2 more days. So, and even then, if the child is crying, or even if the child is even agitated, even after telling that, you try to negotiate, develop some negotiation skills with yourself, the inner child. Say, why don't you wait 2 more days? I'll give you not just ice cream, I'll give you chocolate also. And not just one small ice cream cup. I'll give you, half kg of ice cream. You try to negotiate with it. Anyhow, you know how the inner child works, right? It cannot eat more than even one cup of ice cream also. So that's how it helps us try to develop all these. Emotional intelligence when it comes to food is not a weakness. It is not weakness. It is a lack of skill. Anything can be developed, right? So emotional intelligence can also be developed. There's a very easy skill to develop. And instead of applying all these tools, if you just keep on saying that I'm not able to do the program, I'm not able to do this or that, not able to follow this particular pattern, it's not going to help. You implement all these 10 skills 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and implement this. And if none of them is working, then reach out to your accountability partner. They are definitely going to help you. And thank you so much for attending this session, and we can take up some questions, and we can talk about some real time examples. We'll just unmute all of you. One second. Participants. Yeah, I have just now I have allowed unmuting you all. You can unmute yourself and ask some questions. You can even share your examples. I mean, we are all in the same boat, so don't worry. Others might be, criticizing you or something like that. I will tell some of the examples when I'm talking to you. When I learned all these examples from you only. Suppose one person is like this. They are continuously in calls from morning until 12 p.m. in the midnight afternoon from 10 o'clock. So continuously they were in the calls. By the time of 12 p.m., all their calls are over. And stand-up calls are there. They're very stressed out in taking the calls. By the time of 12, when they were relieved, they want to feel relaxed. For that relaxation feeling, they want to have some food. Because they want that comfort, they want to have that food. Or they might be feeling even boredom because nowadays there is work from home, no one at home. They want to just go to the kitchen and eat some chips, or they just want to eat some chocolate. Uh, and there are many people who does it. And I'll tell you one more example. In these 3 hours of continuous calls, they feel, anxious. Anxiety was there. To overcome that anxiety, even there is a 5 minutes of gap in between the calls, 30 minutes calls gap. They just go and eat something, grab and eat something, just munching even small chocolate or small toffee they will eat. So this is to overcome the anxiety. And I learned this example also. See, at 8 p.m. in the 8 p.m. in the evening, after every food is served to the family members, they go for cleaning the utensils. So that time they want to get relaxed because they have done enough of the work from morning to evening, and they just want to relax and feel comfortable. To console themselves, they go and eat some even jaggery, a piece of jaggery, while they're cleaning the utensils, or even while cleaning the kitchen top. So these are some of the examples. You can share if you have overcome any of the challenges when it comes to emotional eating, or even if you have challenges now, you can always talk. So I hope you got something out of this session. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can switch on your videos also.
Yeah, hi Naga.
Hi, nice
Uh,
garu.
yeah, actually, recently I took no sugar challenge, no sweet challenge, but I failed in that because so much activity is going on. We went to temple regularly whole week. That's why I'm stressed out, and I had. Sweets where when they distributed in the temple I had the sweets, I felt I want to be honest, that's why I thought I don't want to do no sweet challenge anymore.
Because
Yeah.
because you felt it's a failure, but you can take it as a feedback, and
Uh-huh.
with the motivation you can start next day itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a failure. Even I have failed when I took some no refined oil challenge. So I have failed it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't take it as a failure. I take it as a feedback. So I'll understand what is the situation, what is my mood at that time, and next
Mm.
time when the same mood comes, what I have to do, I will develop some strength. I'll develop some cope-up mechanism. So when this same challenge comes, I know the steps, 1, 2, 3, done, and it's
Mm.
there.
Yeah, maybe I will try
Yes,
whatever you steps today you told, right? Those I will try to follow.
yes.
Yeah.
This is the process. This is the process. This is not a failure. This is the process of
Mm.
succeeding.
Thank you for encouragement and support. Very nicely, you explained everything. Thank you so much.
Welcome, welcome, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any of you, you can just unmute yourself and you can tell your overcoming challenges also, or somewhere you have learned something out of feedback. You can always share, or you can just give the feedback. How was the session? What is your one takeaway from this session? Silji, you want to say something? You can unmute yourself.
I'm just starting my journey at this point, so I don't have much idea what all things I have to do further, but I will see how I'll go. I never thought about this emotional overeating and things like that before. I did heard about it, but I don't know about me. Like if I ever did this before, but in my case, when I finish my shift, it's like night 10:30. So when I come home, even though I felt, even though I am not hungry, I tend to eat some more the other things. Yeah, it can also contribute my weight gain. So I'll see how it go.
Yeah, Silji,
Thank
this is the right time you have learned these concepts, and I'm sure when you learn this concept, implement them, you will not be part of that 95% people who are like they gain back, right? Within 1 year or 5 years, within 5 years, 95% will they gain back. But once you start, becoming strengthy emotionally when it comes to food, it is a lifetime weight loss. I mean, you cannot see yourself like this in the lifetime in coming,
Hi,
coming.
Naga.
Hi, hi,
Hi.
hi, Shaheen. How are you,
Hello.
Shaheen?
Yeah,
Hi.
hi, Naga. Sorry, I was trying to talk, but I was on mute only.
Yeah,
Yes, it was really a very good, enriching session, and I have again gained confidence in myself. The best part was self-regulation and social awareness and the accountability partner. Hats off, you have made me think about it, and definitely, as you said, there were emotions. Yeah, I had emotions, but yes, we have to regulate ourselves, and which is very important.
yes.
And after going through my medications and all, I'm sure I'm going to start again, and I will again bother you every Saturdays. Thank you so much for this guidance.
You're very strong. So much power to you, Shaheen.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Naga. Thank you.
So when it comes to social awareness, even it goes to even gifting also. See, when we want other people to gift us healthy food, whenever we go to others, when we visit other families, what is the gift we are carrying to them? Are we taking a pack of chocolates to them, or are we giving some healthy food? Are we giving some healthy food like fruits or even almonds or some dry fruits? So when you show that in your emotions to others also, they will replicate it. When they are coming to your home, they bring the healthy food, right? Isn't it? Otherwise, they will think, "Arey, last time they have brought some chocolates, and let me take some big chocolate this time for them." They'll be happy. So social awareness is very important, and understanding. How the you see people have different patterns of eating, right? Whenever you're eating in the office environment, how everyone think about you and understanding those concepts, they're very important. So even social awareness also is very important in reaching your goals. So yeah, Rohini, I have seen your comment. Thank you so much. Thanks for the finest details. Nice section. Great. Mm. Anyone of you have any comments?
Hi Naga, Rumana here.
Hey Rumana.
Hi. Yeah, it was a very good session, Naga. I think I've been with you for a long time and we have been discussing all this information, in our weekly catch-up calls, but it was good to have this webinar wherein you put everything together so nicely. So thank you very much for the session. Yes, we do. Means even in my journey, I've experienced eating emotionally, especially during certain days of my cycle. So there's something which kind of is emotional as well as hormonal as well. So your support and the kits and the ideas that you have suggested, they're really going to be helpful. I've followed them, and I think this session has even given me some more ideas that I can implement. So thank you so much, Naga. It's a very nice and informative session.
You're welcome. Lot of strength you guys carry. I mean, you're really great people.
Thank you, Naga. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Thanks for the feedback. Manas, you want to share something?
Yeah, actually, I'm outside, so my network may be bad. Just let me know. Yeah, so are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like I used to like I don't know if it was emotional eating or not, but what I used to do is after I like a whole day of work and busy schedule, I feel like I need to relax. So I used to watch anything on on mobile, and then something has to go to keep myself engaged. Like I had to eat something, small snacks, something. So I think that has stopped. So I think that has really helped. And
Wonderful.
thank you for guiding.
Wonderful, Manas.
So
So this is Manas. This is like escaping from the lot of see when we have a tired day, when there are so many things going on. So we feel like escaping the situation. Like suppose I
yes,
want to escape from the daily things that is happening. I go for a vacation, right? 3 days vacation. So when I'm home after a tiring day, I just want to eat something and watching TV. That gives me a lot of relief, and it is like
yes,
escaping from the daily life, going for a small
yes.
vacation.
Yep, yep. That's. I think that was kind of relief for me, like watching like a movie and then some eating something along with it.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we'll talk about it in
yeah,
our
yeah,
also. Yeah.
yeah. I think I have stopped that, so
Wonderful.
that has really helped.
Great job. Great job.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Anyone has any other comments?
Uh,
Great, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and it's my pleasure to share all this knowledge with you. And you have been great mentees. You are overcoming all your challenges and reaching your goals. See you all in the regular calls. Bye, everyone. Have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Naga. Bye.
Thank you, Naga. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You guys.